I thought I fixed a problem until a few hundred miles when the check engine light came back on again. On episode 77, I addressed a problem with my 911 through a code where I replaced the DMTL pump as well as the gas cap because there was an evaporative leak. I thought I fixed a problem until a few hundred miles when the check engine light came back on again. I did further research on this problem and I noticed that there are three major components of the evap system on my 911, and that's the gas cap, which I replaced already, the DMTL pump, which I also replaced, but the third item I haven't addressed yet is the purge valve. So what I did was I looked up the OEM number for the purge valve, because if I were to buy the item from Porsche directly, I would spend upwards of more than $300 on the part. So I bought it directly from the OEM part number, and the manufacturer is Bosch. So I ran the part number and the part was less than $50. When I started the channel a couple years ago, I had a similar issue on my M5, and I took it to the shop and they were able to diagnose that it was the fuel vent valve or the purge valve. So that was replaced. And with my 911, I didn't really think that that would be the problem. So now I'm gonna go ahead and address that and replace it. I noticed when I took out the purge valve that the hose that was connected to it was almost like it was heated plastic because it was really hard. So the only way to take it out was to cut the end and remove it so I can get the coupler and reattach the new hose. So I was able to go to AutoZone and source one that was angled in a similar shape as the original one. That way I can maintain the exhaust vapor airflow to avoid getting kinked. The good thing about the NA.1 engine is that the access to the purge valve is easily accessible. Removing it was a simple procedure by disconnecting it from the hose as well as the connector on the other side of the purge valve. The following slide shows how I tried to replicate as closely as I could the OEM line by purchasing a pre-bent hose. Everything was pretty easy to put back together, and I would estimate about 30 minutes to do this job. What I'm going to do is do at least 2 full drive cycles and observe and see if the check engine light goes back on. I'm here in Placentia for the gasoline and caffeine event. It's a food drive, so a lot of people are coming here to donate some foods in the area, so I'm gonna go ahead and check it out. It's already actually packed inside, so I'm gonna go ahead and get some footage of the cars at the event. There's the main event area. Spotted a few of my friends' cars a little bit further in the van, so let's go and check them out. cars at the event. I couldn't really talk during the event because it was so loud. I'm a little bit further out, and behind me is a wide body 280Z. Probably my favorite car of all the cars. Overall, it was a good event. This is my first time here, and I wasn't sure how to get in or where to park, so I parked further back where the department stores are at, and just walked in. To add some context, how far I parked from the event. Here's my car, and the event is way back there. Overall, it was a good event. Next time in the future, I think they have this about once every 3 or 4 months. I'll prepare a little bit better next time and come a little bit earlier. That's going to wrap up the busy month of June. I was surprised I was able to attend 2 events this month, in addition to all the work that I've done to my car. That's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you on the next one.